I can tell you one statistics for last year, 2020. There's a two different kind of changes for the last year to 2020. One change I saw, some agents' income went double for 2020 income, 2020 and 2021 for first quarter up to April. Income went double. In other way around, some of the agents' income went very low, even 10 to 20% only compared to 2019. Compared to 2019 income, 2020 income and 2021, the first 4 months income went very low. I have a strong feeling that one. The agent who made money in 2020, 2019, over a certain amount of money, his income went down to 2020. I think it's a pandemic side. How they put their head, how they're thinking about the COVID-19 protection and virus protection and the family background, who live in the house and those. That's one of the main reason. That's what I can see. Otherwise, there's no reason. Even surprisingly, some agents' income compared to 2019, 200,000 and went up to 20,000, 30,000 for the 2020. That's really a very clear answer, very clearly showing your mindset. How do you take the things out? You can't control the world, you can't control the market, you can't control what's surrounding you. But the only thing you can control, how do you going to react and how do you going to act? For example, the problem is the same for every single one. Every single one we have the same problem that we're going to get. But how are you going to react to someone different? The solution you're going to get. Some people reacting so high. Some people are taking it very easy. I didn't say COVID-19 without knowing ourselves for the virus. Take it easy, but at the same time, how did you react? That's reflecting your income. I can clearly see that one. Okay, guys. Today I ask like every time, how are you going to get success in real estate industry? And one new agent said this morning his question is related to my $1 million question. Silvana, I'm a new agent. I don't have any buyers or sellers. How can I get involved in the real estate industry? It's one of the valid question. He sent it to me, but this question I covered 2 weeks ago in our meeting. What you had to do as a brand new real estate agent. All right, what you had to do, again I will repeat, you had to make a target for yourself. You had to schedule your time. You had to make your business plan. That business plan, you had to have it. How much time you're going to allocate for the real estate industry. And from the morning until the night, you have to work on it. Those one early morning. What you're going to do? Your morning physical exercise. After that one, what kind of motivational videos you have to listen? What kind of marketing books you have to read? What kind of sales books you have to read? What kind of habit you have to do? Habitual action you have to make it everyday basis. Plus, every single one of you travel at least 10 minutes, 15 minutes travel time you have every day. When you get in the car, what you have to listen? Your smartphone is there, Bluetooth is there. You're going to connect the audio books, motivational 10 minutes clip, 20 minutes clip. You must do it. For example, listening presentation. If you do listening presentation, there are so many videos are there. Mike Ferry video, Richard Robbins video, Rob Vivian's video, David Knox video, so many are there. If you start to listen, those kind of vocabularies are come to your head without you practice yourself. It's automatically create for you guys. Okay, these are the things you have to do. As a brand new agent, what you have to do? Again, you have to go to work with the buyers and sellers. What is the difference between the real experienced agent and the new agent? Experienced agent know what kind of houses are there, what area, what type of houses they are there, what kind of family like, different structure of the houses. Experienced agent knows that one. Brand new agent, what you had to do? You had to make an appointment at least 4 days a week. Who is your client? Your friend is your client. You had to find a friend, partners, relatives, or anybody, you have to find them and make an appointment. And Monday to Thursday, at least 4 days a week, you had to visit. You had to visit for at least 4 houses. At least 4 houses. If you want to work with the buyer client, you had to go with the 4 houses, different areas. One day you can go to the 1 story, 1.5 story small bungalows. Other days you can go to regular detached houses, and other days you can go to the mansions, expensive houses, over $2 million houses. This is the way you had to get in, and you had to know what is out there. If you go there and see what is out there, you had to make a note in your head. Okay, for a bigger house, who need a bigger house? If you are going to see the $2 million houses, you think you need a basement apartment? No, you need a luxury basement, relaxing basement, either indoor pool in the basement or a home theater in the basement. If you are going for the 800,000, 900,000 bungalows or $1 million bungalows, what you need today? Basement apartment, rental apartment. You had to structure it yourself when you go and see the houses. You don't need a client for that one. You had to make your time with your friend and visit different places. Make an appointment and schedule the appointment and visit different houses. Open the lockbox and leave the card and see the houses. Make a note. One day you go to split house. One day you go to back split house. One day you go to 5 split house. And if you go to, for example, if you go to 5 split house, there are 2 family living houses. In that case, if somebody say they want to live with the in-laws, what do you need? You can easily structure it. What kind of properties the clients are looking for? New agent, you have lots of work to do. You have to have a books to read again. Don't waste your time. Focus real estate. Do your prospecting. We're going to talk about the prospecting today. Then I don't touch that one. That's a full day seminar today. Full day. We're going to talk about what are the different ways you can get the clients. But what I'm trying to say, brand new agent, don't wait until somebody calls. Don't say I have a real estate license in my pocket. I have a business card. Nobody calling me. You have to go out. You are not a secret agent. You are a real estate agent. You have to go out yourself. And you have to do your marketing yourself. Otherwise, you have to go out. That's what I would say as a brand new agent. Now the lockdown is almost finishing now. Hope we're not going to get back. Other one, everything is finishing right now. That's been open houses starting up. If the open houses start up, as a brand new agent, what's your job for Saturdays and Sundays? You had to take your vehicle and go to the open houses. When you go to open houses, go to the card and say hi to the agents and get to know other real estate company and other agents, and go there and collect the feature sheets. Collect the feature sheets and visit the properties and see what exactly the other real estate agent is doing it. If you see other real estate agents doing it, you can do the same thing when you get the listing. This is no okay. For example, guys, real estate is a business, is your own. You come to real estate industry you have to self-motivate yourself. Nobody going to tell you to do what you have to do. You have to do yourself. There is no other things to do. But you have to make a schedule and you have to have a business plan and you have to follow the schedule. That's the only way you can get success in real estate industry. It's a cycle. Real estate is a cycle. System. Real estate is a system. That system you have to follow. You have to follow the system daily basis. Your habit is going to give you the answer for your life. Your habit, what you have to do, what is you planning to do, don't postpone it. Do it the same day. Do the same day. Then the results will come end of the year. If you see the clients, don't judge the clients right away. Work with the clients. Again, the question is, I'm a brand new agent, what I can do? You have to do a lot of things. You have to do a lot of things to do. As I said, daily planner, make a schedule and follow your schedule. Continuously work. Results will come itself. You don't need to go to the results. Money, it should come itself. Okay, today if you have any questions into the chat box, we can discuss the end. The message I sent out today, what are the top 7 methods? So top 7 methods for the prospecting. How to prospect, top 7 method, and the geographical farming. We're going to talk about time to time we changing our the way of prospecting and way of getting the clients and way to deal with the clients is the different times are different. For example, before pandemic and after pandemic, I could say we had to have some different approaches we had to follow. For example, once you become a real estate salesperson, 10 years ago, if you become a real estate salesperson, you make your business card, and the next what do you do? Go to the local newspaper guys, and you go there and you're going to put your smiley face act and saying that when buy or sell houses, call me. This is the newspaper ad you guys did for 10, 15 years ago. Now what do you have to do? Who is touching the newspaper? No, so many papers are not even printing it out. They are printing as a less quality newspapers, and many of the regular public doesn't want to touch the newspapers because they said COVID-19 spread for the newspapers. In that case, why you want to put the newspaper? We had to change our style. We had to change our model. Okay, for example, the top 10 way of doing the prospecting side. Still, I want to pick number one as a friends, family members, friends to friends and family members. I'm talking about as a new agent or as experienced agent, doesn't matter. We had to keep in touch with our friends, family members, and friends to friends. As I said, even last two class, the same thing. How do you going to introduce yourself? Again, after you introduce yourself as a brand new agent, after you introduce yourself, how are you going to keep in touch with the people? So you can even see your own relatives, own friends, own good family members buying the house from different agent. There's no surprise. Why? You don't keep in touch with them. That's the main reason. In this case, what I can say as a brand new agent, the topic I'm going to stick with the topic, top 10 prospecting method. The first prospecting method, your own group of peoples. Your own group of peoples means if your friends, families, friends to friends is one group. And the same category I can say if you are participating in any religious group, if you are participating in any village groups, if you are participating in any old school groups, these are our main center of attraction. We had to stick with that one. And what you had to do, again, you had to respect your industry as a real estate agent. If you feel like if you are shy to say I'm a real estate agent to anybody else, in that case you are not going to make money. You are proud to say I'm a real estate agent. I'm really a real estate agent, and you have to introduce your friends to friends, family members, and everybody at least every 6 months, minimum every 6 months. You have to meet them as a kind of get together. You have to create a get together. Summer you have to create the barbecue get together, and winter you have to create a Christmas party. Everybody's supposed to know. Okay, he's going to call. He's going to call us for the barbecue, and he's going to call us for the Christmas party. You have to make as a tradition. Now, end of November or early December. Don't wait until the end. Late November or early December, having a Christmas party and introduce yourself and talk about new things in the real estate industry. And the same thing, have one in June, July for the barbecue. If you are meeting your friends and family, your focus supposed to be the business. Then you have to tell them what is going on the market. For your topic, you're going to talk not politics, not religion, not regular weather and other things. You have to talk about what is going on the market. They had to feel like you have a knowledge and you are sharing the knowledge to them. That's the whole motivation. You are calling them for the party. Okay, if you call for the birthday, what are you going to do? The main part is cutting the cake. If you call for the wedding, what is the major one? Changing the rings. Same thing. You are calling for the meeting. That's the meeting. You are to inform them. If where the condos are building it, what's the price changes are going on, what is your thoughts of the markets moving around. That's the topic you're going to talk to them. You're going to talk to them and you have to introduce people for the different products. Don't expect them to sell the house and buy other house. Keep the house and buy other house. That's the way you have to do it. Refinancing and keep the house, and a different product of real estate, vacant lands, cottages, and different topic you have to talk to your friends and family. And the religious group is one. I know some few agents did work with only the religious group, and they are back home, same village areas, and old school membership. Those are the ones some people work on it. Just continue to work on it. Then I give the priority still even though before pandemic and after pandemic, I'm still giving the priority for the known peoples first. Known peoples first. That's only your income is going to be 10 to 15% income for the known people's income, because everything else going to be unknown people's side. Okay, for example, if you compare with the newspapers and stuff, now what everybody is carrying, every single one, we already joke about this one, says as a phone. It's a phone, and everybody looking the phone. Any age group people, they're carrying the phone. In that case, Your targeting market is going to be definitely social media's market. Social media's market, Instagram, social media's different age group people. You can follow different things. Still you can. Some people say Facebook. Facebook is looking for the people who late 40s or early 50s and over, and youngsters are not looking at the Facebook. That's not really true, because even though youngsters want to buy the house, they're going to ask their uncle, auntie, and the parents. In this case, you can still focus on the Facebook and Instagram and different one. You have to have the social media marketing is very, very important. Social media marketing is very important. You have to follow that one. That helps, guys. Definitely helps. Definitely helps. Not only helps. That's definitely, you have to do it every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you have to do your own marketing. Even YouTube videos, you can make it and you can post it about the real estate industry. If you have a new listing, you can do that one. If you are visiting somebody's listing, you can video it and you can put it in. This can be commercial, or there can be new construction, can be the cottages out, or vacant land, farmland. It can be anything. You take the video and post it. That's going to generate you definitely the client base. And the third one, database. Every single real estate agent, you must have the database. If you don't have the database, don't give yourself an excuse. You don't have a time or anything. If somebody says, I don't have a time, I hate that word. Everybody have enough time. All the people who are in success or who made the world millionaires or world top rich people, everybody, we all have the same time. How do you allocate the time? What you are doing it? The only mistake, whatever the thoughts we have, we are not implementing. That's the reason sometimes we are slowing down compared to other people's. Okay, everybody have a time. If you don't have a database, you have to feel like guilty today. At this moment, you have to feel guilty. Don't ask other person how to do real estate. You have to look at yourself. You must create a database. Creating a database is, you don't need to have a IT knowledge. Today's everything is easy. For example, you can create the database in your WhatsApp group. You can make the database in your regular WhatsApp group. You can make the database and you can post nice, good ones. You can have a different group of people in your WhatsApp. Basic database I am talking about. You can inform the market, you can inform the real interest rate, you can inform the real estate news, what's going on, and you can say who is the one, where is the builders are coming up. One kind of group. Other kind of WhatsApp group, you don't need to talk about the real estate industry only. You can have some common ones, but at the same time, you are signing everybody. When you see it, you have to show yourself as a realtor. There's at least a basic one. You have to have a good database. Good database. You can buy the database program, database one, top producer. I was using top producer for many years. You can have a database one, top producer. This kind of database program you can buy. You know what is the advantage? For example, you are selling one house. Make an example. This is an example. You sold one house, for example, that they have a husband, wife, and 2 kids. Okay, while you are doing it, you know the names, you know the date of births and everything. You are putting a database one or the producer for the birthday wishes for that particular family, husband, wife, and 2 kids. And even though you forget, the system going to send out the happy birthday message that particular birthday day. That's the way you're going to remind them for the good day. For example, your anniversary, somebody buy the house from you. You are putting the database, immediately entering the database. 1169 Brimley Road. They bought a house from you on 2019, July 20th. Okay, you are entering that one. Every year they're going to say anniversary. You bought a 1 year. You completed 1 year. What's the feedback for this area? Are you happy with the house? If you are happy with you can pre-note in advance. If you are happy with this house, please refer me somebody. Your referral is very important to me for my business. I am looking for your referral for my business. Something like that. You don't need to do anything, guys. Only one time you are entering in the database, one or top producer. That's going to send out every year. They send you a reminder too. I send out to Mr. X. Happy anniversary, happy first anniversary for the house, happy second anniversary for the house, happy third anniversary for the house. What are you going to do? 3 years. They already live there. The price increased at least another 400,000. What do you have to do? You had to visit them and ask them, you want to sell the house and move to another house, or else you have to refinance and buy a condo. This is a way to follow. Database means not even sending out every time for the the bank rate and real estate market. You are following up the people. You are following up the people, especially the birthdays, anniversary, house anniversaries are very, very important, guys. You have to create. You have to create. You don't. If we are not creating, don't give excuse for yourself. Plus the database. For example, one builder is building it in Blue Mountain. One builder is building a new condo. How are you going to inform your clients? You must have the database to inform everybody. The new builder is opening up. New builder is opening up the new location. In this case, just one shot, one message. If you are not creating the database, think about it. You must create the database. And the Toronto Trap was giving the online courses for the database courses, free courses. By the way, this week we had two free seminars. I sent out you guys last Friday was Mark Wise Leaders, the landlord tenant. Last Friday, there's a free seminar arranged by Home Life. And this week, Toronto Real Estate Board, Impact, they was giving the full report. It's all free seminars. I have now only around 60 members are here. Ask yourself, how many of you took the advantage? If you are a part-timer and you go to work and you miss that one, doesn't matter. You can go to Home Life website and see what Mark did for last week seminar. Believe me or not, guys, landlord and tenant, I even teach you guys. I've been in this industry many years, but I learned one thing from that day, Mark Weiss seminars. Mark Weiss seminar, I learned one new thing. Every single time you must follow, at least you learn one new thing that you can do it when the time comes. Okay. Anyway, you can visit for the Home Life library, homelife.ca library, and you can see the Mark Weiss Leaders seminar. They told me they're going to post it in 3 days time. I didn't check it whether they posted or not. Then you can go and follow that one. Anyway, the third top prospecting, I said you had to have a database. If not, please ask your friends and create a database. When you create the database, I don't mind you spend, or I hope you don't mind to spend yourself for $30-40 buying the good program if you want. And please make it for all your members' birthdays, anniversaries, and those kind of informations. That will give you good feedback for you. Okay, how many people we are good friends buying from different agents? Why you are not following up? That's success is behind your side. Okay, the first one I said, still friends, family, and friends to friends. Religious group peoples. If you are a religious person, go to the churches. Religious group peoples. And if you are a old school member, old school members, you can get those kind of group of people. And if you have any other business, keep that one. That's the first one for you. Already known people, but those people also you have to follow it up. You have to follow it up. Second one I said social media. Every day, everybody carrying the phones, smartphones, and everything. Social media is very important. You have to follow up the social medias. And the third one I said right now, database. You have to have a database and you have to follow up the database. These are the first three. Number 4 is a geographical farming. That's the one I put today as a main topic for this Zoom today. Geographical farming. Guys, when you do the geographical farming, when you go for a geographical farming, what you have to do for the geographical farming? You have to find the area. Geographical farming means you're going to do the marketing in one selected area. And I did 2 weeks ago, and one of the senior agent in our community, he also voluntarily come and talk about his experience and everything. Again, I keep doing after second day, I keep doing the same topic for geographical farming. The reason the lockdown is almost ending. Many of them are waiting to come out to do the work. Sellers are ready to go out right now. In this case, geographical farming, you must do it. That's the reason I pick it again for geographical farming. Okay, what does geographical farming means? That's you going to work with unknown peoples. Known peoples different than unknown peoples. Known peoples only Or a handful of people is the one in our side is a known people. Unknown people is unlimited. Your success can come from anybody, from unknown group of people. In this case, what do you have to do? You have to go out to the publics. You have to go out to the publics and you have to do your marketing with the publics. When you go out and do the publics, that's called geographical farming. What you're going to do, number one, you have to select the area. Guys, this is very important, guys. I'm not going to do the geographical farming another few months because the second time I'm doing it. Geographical farming, you have to select the area. How do you going to select the area? When it's come to how do you going to select the area, you're going to select the area where the area have more turnovers. More turnovers means where you can get more listing, which pocket you are getting more listing. You can go to Toronto Real Estate Board and you can see for one area, pick one area, E10, E11, or E9, E8, and see after you select the area, go to the municipality side, which pocket is having more listing coming up and sales going very fast. In that case, you can select those kind of pockets. The reasons behind, okay, there are some areas. Every area houses come to the market itself, but at the same time, there are areas the people's age group peoples are older peoples, and they have a conservative and very slow listings come very slow. Even the listing comes sell fast, but doesn't come to the listing. And some areas, the age group peoples are middle age group peoples, late 30s, early 40s peoples, they live there. And the new areas, house prices are average price houses. Always I advise you guys the farming, when you are starting the farming area is a townhouse area or semi houses areas or smaller detached houses area compared to the older bungalow areas. Older bungalow areas, people age group is different and they have mentality is different. Younger townhouse areas, people average income people, they are easygoing and they don't have any permanent reason to stick with that area. They sell and go. So townhouse is one of the transition period houses, townhouse and semi houses. In this case, target those kind of areas. When you are going to farming the area, target the area, property type, what kind of property type are there in that particular area, and the income for the peoples. You can get the income, average income peoples, what kind of income peoples are living there, that area. Get some ideas and which community is living there. Which community living there is very important. Even though you put the farming material in English, if you put one word in, for example, if it is just speaking one community, guys, if a Filipino community living there, you put one Filipino language. If it is Indian community live there, you put one in Hindi. And Sri Lankan community live there, you can put in one word in, if you want your local Tamil language. That's going to help when somebody see it. You are going closer to them. You are going to closer to them. Do the farming material. Learn which community is living there and their lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle they have. Some people's having only one car and some people's want to have a luxury lifestyle even though they don't have my luxury income. But learn a little bit about the area. And the third one, you had to make the marketing material. When you make a marketing material, there are so much marketing materials available, guys. You can make kind of bigger business card pieces, or else like a regular postcard size marketing material, or door hangers. Even though come to door hangers, how long you're going to be 12 inches or 16 inches door hangers? The door hangers, what's going to be the both sides? There are a lot of things you have to do it. You have to look for it and make a marketing material what you like. But when you make a marketing material, don't make it too much marketing material. Different season, you have to make a different colors, different dress code. That's going to give you one kind of without seeing you don't want to put all the same marketing material for the whole year. Change around the colors for the different period and prepare the marketing material. After you prepare the marketing material, make your business plan, your schedule. How much time you will allocate to do the marketing for that you're farming. Once you allocate the time, you can't change it. That's what I'm very strict with that one. You have to, first you select the area. When you select the area, say townhouse complex areas, you are selecting it. That's easy to go. Smaller houses, complex, new areas, you are going there. And you select the marketing material and everything. After that one, you know which income group people are living there, and you have an idea what you're going to do. Then you're going to write it down. How many days you're going to do the farming? That area, different times, different days farming you had to do it. For example, 14 days farming and 21 days farming. I'm going to give you full details for that one. But at the same time, you had to know yourself how many days you can do the farming. Weddings, parties, local get together, nothing going to disturb your schedule. You had to give priority. Which one you going to give the priorities? You have to prioritize yourself. Life is based on priority. Our priority is based on whatever we really need, really looking for. No excuses, guys. If you give the priority, I want to be a millionaire. I want to make million in real estate industry. I want to be success. The words is not enough. Your action is important. Then in that case, if you are putting the plan for 6 days plan, say for example, forget about 7 days. I would say go for a 7 days plan, but you can not everybody want to force yourself out at the beginning. Then you have to have the priority for the families, friends, and different things. Okay, go for 6 days priority, and the farming only one part only. When you go for a farming, say 4 days a week you want to do the farming, and 1 day is going to go for door knocking out of the 6 days. Then the 4 days you can select the 4 days. I'm going to select the time for the evening time. It's good for the part-timers and the full-timers. Okay. But mostly if you are a real estate agent, full-time real estate agent, your prospecting time is the morning. Your prospecting time is in the morning. Morning 9 to 12 is a prospecting time. As a full-time realtor. And okay, the part-time realtors having a work and everything. Okay, I'm just picking an example for evening time. For example, you have the material ready. You're going to do the farming. The reason you're going for the farming, unknown peoples. You're going to try to get them either buyers, sellers, or lease. All three. Buyers, sellers, or lease. All three you're going to target for evening time. Okay. For example, you're Monday to Thursday. You have a time for Monday to Thursday. You are selecting for Monday to Thursday, for example. Okay. Then what you have to do, there are different months, different day farming is important. That's been 14 days or 21 days. 14 days farming means every 14 days you have to go to the same house and deliver the same flyers. Every 21 days farming means every 21 days you have to go to the same area, same houses, delivering the flyers, because you have to keep doing the same thing every single day. Like you planting the tree and watering the tree for first 2 years, 3 years. After that one, the tree going to give you nice fruits or nice flowers. Same thing, you are doing the farming for years, few years in a draw. That's going to give you the listing for you guys and the sales for you guys. Buyers, sellers, which area you farming? Buyers area, sellers area. There are the different kind. We go talk about first regular houses. Okay. For example, what we are doing it now, your material is ready. You are allocating the time for 45 minutes. Regular people are working for 10,000 steps now over 1 hour. You are putting only 45 minutes. You're going to do the farming. 6 to 6:45, Monday to Thursday. If you make a schedule, if you move your schedule 50 minutes early or 50 minutes late, that's the failure starts. The failure starts if you do your exercise for you, if you give excuse for yourself and you moving your schedule. You have to stick with same time every single day until you get success. For example, Monday to Thursday, you're going to do 6 o'clock to 6:45. That's mean your farming material is ready and you are going there. I can keep a calendar, just a basic calendar like this, guys. You don't need any fancy one. Okay, basic calendar. For example, you are picking one of the street. Say, for example, Danforth and Eglinton. There's a townhouse complex. Or else Shepherd and Markham, or else Markham and 9th and Cornell. Anywhere you can pick, or else Rosebank, Shepherd and Markham, Rosebank. You can find wherever you want to go. But at the same time, what you had to do, you had the basic, this kind of free calendar is good enough for you in the car. Okay. What you have to do, you're going to start from Monday. You have to start from Monday. Monday, you're going to start and do 45 minutes. 45 minutes. You have to go before that one. You have to park the car and get ready. Make your phone silent. Doesn't matter somebody called you. You can call them back in 45 minutes time. Nobody going to complain. And go there and take your farming material ready and no rush. You go there slowly and do your work. For example, you are going there. For example, Rosebank, 30 to Rosebank. You are going there and putting around 45 minutes. You can put around 20 to 30 flares. You are putting it. Just mark it. How many you did that day? For example. If you are doing it, for example, I just pick the calendar, August, showing August 3rd. When you do August 3rd, for example, you have to go back, same place again, August 17th. The reason, 14 days. Again and again. For example, you're starting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All 4 days, you are going there and delivering the flares. You are going back to the same area, same time, guys. No matter what, no excuse. You're going there, same area, same time to get million in your bank. That's what I say. If you want to get success, you want to have million in your banks, you have to follow a certain system. You're going to the same area again and another 14 days. You are continuing this way. Every 14 days, you go in the same area. You're going there at least 6 to 8 times. You have to deliver the flares. After deliver the flares, what are you going to do? You go for a no docking. No docking, many different trainers give different, but it's good for Saturday mornings. Finally, you can go Saturday morning with your own flares and knock the door. The same flares you put 68 times. In that case, that area people know your face already. You go there and knock the door. When you go there and knock the door, what will happen? What are you going to ask? You're going to knock the door. That's the following the farming is a door knocking. If you don't knock the door, farming doesn't work. You must knock the door. You must knock the door of that area. When you go and knock the door, what do you have to ask? You're not going to ask them to sell the house. Before you go and knock the door, your mindset, you have to be ready to receive the rejections. For example, not everybody looking for you. You go and knock the door and say, how are you? And come on inside. Why you are coming and disturbing me? They can ask you. So many negative comments, you may get it. But what do you need? Listing. You have to have the mindset, rejections. You have to be able to handle the rejections before you go and knock the door. Be ready yourself. Be ready yourself and go there. Make a note. Make a note. If one household person say, don't come here and knock the door anymore. Okay, sir. That's it. You move. Don't get offended. Their house. They are living there. What do you need? If one person gives you a listing for 1 week, you have 4 listings. If the one person give you every 2 weeks, you have 2 listings. 2 listing a month. Multiply by 12, 24 listing, 250,000 income. We are knocking the door for some reason. Same thing, the farming, for the buyer's farming. For example, you want to work with a buyer. You don't want to knock the door. You would like to work with a buyer. Okay, what are you going to do for the buyer's farming? You have to find an apartment, which apartment buyers are living. That's your homework. You have to find where is a place the buyers are living there. Buyers are which area buyers are living there. Buyers apartment, you guys know. Where is buyers living in? We are in Markham Road. You know, Dexter Court is all apartment buildings. People want to live there. They don't want to live there for their life. They want to move out. And if you go to Markham and Eglinton, if you go to Mississauga, Dixie and Eglinton, you can go to different areas where the buyers are living, where the buyers are moving. When they come to Canada, where are they moving to? How many years they're living there? Go and deliver the flares in that area. Don't tell me the superintendent doesn't allow you to go inside. You have to find a way to do it. You have to find a way to do it. For example, you can go and stand there in that area. For example, take one of the rental apartment there. You're going in the evening time. You're going there and you're wearing your badge or your Century 21 having these jackets for Century 21 jacket. Home Life have a jacket for Home Life jackets. Home Life t-shirts. Home Life t-shirts you can buy it from the Home Life store. And you're wearing there. You're standing there in the rental apartment and you are living there, giving the people for the flyers out. Everything you are doing your marketing. Not one day and complain. You're going there every week. You are going there 1 day a week in front of the building. You are giving out. If somebody need it, definitely they will come to you guys. Success behind you. Success is behind your actions. If the ministers right now in the parliament, before the election, they are standing in the GO stations, they are knocking the doors. Then that's the way they become MP. When they become MP, they become ministers. before we become an MBA or counselors, what they're doing it. That's what they are doing it. If you do it, you get success. I can tell you one story for my own, guys. I talk about early 90s story. My tax business. Before I start there, every single day, nobody teach me. I did my own. Before I go and sit there in the small booth to do the tax return in 92, 93, I go there and deliver the flyers in their apartment and go and live there. Those days I was targeting 1050 Markham Road and Texas Road and Markham England area. I can definitely see at least 10 people come from that building to see. When I enter the address, I can see it, where they're coming from my flyers. Everything works in the real estate industry. You have to do it. If you are sitting home and you are dreaming it, not going to happen. Okay, the third one I said geographical farming. Guys, again, I repeat the summary for the geographical farming. Find the area first. Make your schedule. Your schedule must be your schedule. Nobody can touch your schedule. Mike very word. Nobody can touch you, including yourself. Any emergency cannot touch your schedule. You have to have a very strict discipline for that one. When you are doing the business, until you get success for yourself, years and years. After that one, you can relax. And the third part, you are continuously has to do it. Not 1 week doing it or 2 weeks doing it and saying that one doesn't work out. No, you have to continuously doing for the farming, because unknown peoples. You are continuously do the farming. What will happen? You will get the results for that one. After you farming that area, the follow-up is there. The door knocking, you can do it. I want to tell you a story, guys, for the door knocking story. I did that many times in the class, but still maybe the new members are here today. One day is a month of December, very snow day. I was living that time Bellamy and Eglinton area. Somebody come and knock the door. My wife opened the door. They are religious group people, Jehovah's Witness. They come and knock the door, and they want to introduce the religious kind. I'm not talking about the religious kind right now. I want to talk about the activities. After they open the door, I see there two ladies, maybe around late 50s. They talk about the Bible, and they told me after I opened the door, you have a blessing. That's the reason you open the door, and this and that. The factor I am telling you right now, not that one. The religious group peoples, they believe on the religion. I'm not talking about the religion. I believe religion too, but I'm talking about here not up or down. But they're saying they believe on the religion. Very snow day. They are not making money over there. They are coming and inviting for their thoughts. They have very strong thoughts about religion. They are coming and knocking the door and asking to come to join for that one. If they can, late 50s ladies come with the Bible and telling for the religious side. As a young realtor, you want to make money yourself. Why you are sleeping at home? You can go and knock the door. You can, if you want money, if you want million, don't ask me how they get success. It's you. If you are sleeping at home, you are not going to get success. And the example I'm telling you, even this happened only 20 years ago, guys. Even my wife told me, look at these people's, this kind of snow, they are coming and knocking the door. I took it as a very, very positive side. I'm not taking a negative side for their side. They believe they are doing it. If you will believe you want to make some money, if you believe you can be a billionaire one day, if you believe door knocking is going to work, beliefs always give you results. You can go and knock the door. Many agents, group of agents here. I know one of the top producing girl. She's not with us right now. When she started, she said, after my training, she would start the door knocking. That day she said, Salwana, I was praying they're not going to open the door because I was scared to knock the door. When I go there and knock the door, I was praying myself they're not going to open the door because I don't know what to talk. That's the way she started. She's one of the top, even though it's not with us right now. She's doing very, very good in different company. Your action, guys, your action is going to give you results. And again, anyway, top 7 methods. I already repeat again. The first one I said friends and families. Second one social medias. Third one, third one is database. Fourth one I said. Fourth one we said. The first one is friends and families. Your center of attention. Second one social media. Third one database. Fourth one geographical farming. If you think You are not good for the geographical farming. I don't want to knock the door. Forget about it. Real estate success has come from different avenues. So many different methods you can do real estate. But you don't have to push yourself. But I just teaching you geographical farming doesn't mean everybody has to follow geographical farming. There are so many different ways you can do your own prospecting side. The next one is group speaking. I strongly believe for the group meetings. Group meetings, you can make a group and you can introduce the group again. This is coming back to the group meeting again. Many banks, maybe after the pandemic, after the lockdown, banks will open the door. You can get a connection and go to the local branches. I did for the bank, Social Bank. I did many years every month. I did the meeting for Social Bank, Eastern Plaza. And I know many agents in our office agent did the Markham 14, Markham Seals banks. You go there and see the public meetings and involve yourself and give out the session for the different time. You can do different one, not all the time first time buyers. Maybe you can go for an investment side. Now everybody looking for the money in investment. You can do real estate investment. Real estate investment is another good topic to speak. And you can even do the same way as I said, group speaking. You can even do the Facebook chats, Facebook presentation, and those kind of things. Also, you can do the different topic. You can learn and you can give the information to other people. That's going to follow. I strongly believe, and many agents did after the church. After the prayers, they get the permission from the church and they did the meetings in the church and different places. That works, guys. That definitely works. Try those ones. Now we come back to the advertisement, regular advertisements. Regular advertisements, yes, newspaper advertisements are getting less, but at the same time, still you can consider. For example, there are posters of garbage can advertisements. That has to follow your farming area. For example, your farming, you are living in downtown Toronto and putting the Ajax different places is not going to help you. If your farming area is say Meadowland Shepherd, your farming area, you are going there that area every week and doing your farming materials and your garbage can or any kind of bus stop or benches that's supposed to come to that area. And your street posters come to the similar area. Real estate, I believe is one of the trainer called Brian Murphy. I believe he's the one. He's a new market-based company when he was started. And he was saying one point, his success was in the smaller community. I was doing the marketing in the smaller community. That's one of the major reasons I became success. Smaller group of people, smaller communities, how many deals you want? 24 deals a month is going to give you $400,000 income. So 24 deals, multiply by 3, multiply by 5. You had to get at least 125 people in your system to run. In this case, smaller community is enough. You don't need to go all Toronto. You don't need to go all over Ontario. Find a pocket and work in that pocket very strongly. And make sure different product in real estate industry. Again, which product you like to sell? Pre-construction, condos, regular resale real estate, or you want to go for estate houses, custom built houses, farming houses, cottages, and which area you like to sell. There are lots of availabilities are there. Based on the availability, anything you touch, anything you specialize, the money is behind you. For example, some of them only did the pre-construction condos. We know that one. It's still their names out there. They made millions. Even some of them are certain market area. Their listings coming up again and again. Their listing coming up. They are focusing only for that area listing. Even some agents taking out and selling in the different areas. What is suit for you? Sale of business. If you are specializing in sale of business, you can make money. If you are specializing in industrial, if you are specializing in farmland, anything you can do, guys. Whatever you like it. Find the product, whatever you like, and specialize in that one. Get the full knowledge. There's a product knowledge. The client's base, different age group people like the different ones. Late 20s and early 30s, pre-construction. the late 30s and early 40s, they want to live in the houses, the townhouses and the semi houses. And when they get late 40s, they want to sell it and go for a builder's houses. When they become late 50s, they want to sell the builder's house and go for a 1 acre land with the more privacy laws. There are different age group people are there. What I'm saying, different products there, different kind of clients there. Who like what? That's your analysis skill. Who is your comfort level? Who's your comfort level, and work with that one. Find your own way. There are lots of products available. The last part for the top 7. Last part I'm going to put as a pool for many things. I seen many agents work with the mortgage brokers or lawyers or bankers to get the clients. In other way around, they go to the builders. I know some agents, they work with the builders very closely. When they work with the builders very closely, they're getting the both sides, either the builder sales or else who are visiting the builders, they're getting the listing from there. Expert listing is one of the major one. Expert listing. How do you go to work with expert listing? You have to have a system to work with expert listing. What kind of product you want to give, you're going to find, and what kind of the way you're going to work with expert listing. Expert listing, you can work with a system. What are the houses expired nowadays? Market is very hot market. It's not that much expiring right now. But at the same time, we are not talking about Toronto only, but you can look at other areas too. Newmarket, Aurora, different areas. Those areas also, market is going crazy market. You can do that one. Or some listings are there before even expiring the listing. You can do your marketing. Officially saying, as a broker record, I cannot say you can solicit for the active listing, but at the same time, as a sales, you can do it differently for the expert. Before it's expiring, you can visit with your clients, and you can try to find you can try to see the sellers. Many ways you can do the expert listing strategies. You can do it. You can work on it. Whatever that you do is going to help you out. That's what I would say. Again, there are two chat box. I've seen some questions. There are two people say in the chat box. Use the okay. Then I can get the question. If you have any questions, please come out and ask me the question. And I have few questions in this. They send me directly for the few questions. I can get those ones. Okay, I'm getting a question now. I'm getting the question now. I always go to one of the temple. The priest asking me to get the temple zoning. He want to buy a temple and get the temple zoning. How can I change the zoning side? Am I eligible to change the zoning? If yes, how can I do the eligible zoning? Yes, the land value based on the zoning, and the zoning based on the government restriction. That's mean the land is out there. Government have a restrictions to giving them how many percentage they can give commercial, how many percentage they can give industrial, and how many percentage they can give for the worship areas, and different way they are controlling the land value. For example, even though commercials come, when the commercial come, municipalities know the how many population of the particular area. Based on the population, they are allocating how many restaurants square foot they can allocate, how many medical area they can allocate, how many medical facilities, how many retail. This is the job for the municipalities. They are allocating different one. But if you find something, those areas, they're changing the development. For example, one of the time, the big development after I started real estate in '95, the big development I seen, the big zoning changes came. The first zoning changes I seen it for the Progress Avenue zoning changes was a big time in late '80s. They did the zoning changes because the Progress Avenue zoning change came, and they converted from different zonings one to other. Even the plazas, commercial zoning become as a redevelopment zoning. How many townhouses they built that area? We can see in Scarborough's Town Center area how many townhouses, the complexes they built, and so many things happen. After that one, I seen in my throughout my experience for the Shields Avenue. Shields Avenue, they did big changes. They did big changes for the Shields Avenue. The Shields Avenue, one of the time, this is a farmland, and they built all these from our generation, within 10 years ago only. They built Shields Avenue, the old mart lofts, and all these changes came out to Shields Avenue. Municipality changed the zoning category. Same thing. The question is here right now. How can I find the temple zoning, and how can I change it? You can even see it your own mind, guys. Please, this question everybody asks. There you can see some industrial places. They buy the industrial area, industrial units, and they convert it to either party halls or churches, temples. You can see even Markham Road, 3003, 21, 33 Markham Road, the Nilgiris Plaza. I can say Nilgiris Plaza, one of the easy one. I can see 4 or 5 temples are there. That's not the temple places. That's for the industrial places, industrial manufacturing places. They bought it, and industrial places, because the Shields Avenue, they had some changes. Shields Avenue, there is some changes for the Shields Avenue development side. In that case, in that time, the industrial places become as the temples. If they can, you can change from one to other. You can say so many party halls are in the industrial area. You can see the party halls there. But at the same time, when you apply for the municipality changes, the different one zone to other zone, municipality have a plan, and you have to write a plan to give the municipality why you are changing the zoning. For example, if you are changing to the party hall, for example, from one commercial to party hall, they always for the traffic. Parties are happening in one time. In that case, the major one going to be the parking. Even temple, if you want to change from the zoning from one to other, the industrial zoning to temple zoning, 12 o'clock the puja coming up, everybody come at 12 o'clock, after that everybody disappear. In this case, what happened, the municipality look for the parking arrangement. Based on that one, you can see you can convert it to the zoning changes. You can convert just industrial places, but at the same time, even my own experience, I'm telling you, one of the time I was thinking the temple zoning is easy to get for the remote area. If you go to remote areas, the bigger land and easy parking. But later on, based on my experience, I find out you can even see the Markham Road, easy, Finch to Markham Road, start from Finch Avenue, go up to Denison Road. You go and count how many temples are there. At least you can see the church and the temples, at least 15. You go and start a count today. I'm not overstating. At least you can found 15. Why? Is the traffic area. Markham Road is one of the very traffic area, Markham and Shields area. But they allow 15 temples. Why? Because the applications, when they put the application for the zoning change, they have put the application, the income group of people doesn't have a car. The public transportation, they come into the temple for the public transportation. In that case, they are bypassing the parking category. Just an example I'm telling you guys. Same thing when you want to apply it, you should know what you're applying, what kind of application you are putting it before you changing the zoning. The question is here: can I get the industrial place and change it to temple? Yes, it's possible. Even you can see it here. Siradi Sai Baba Temple, and there are so many other places. All are industrial places. Even our office sold many things in these areas. Yes, it's possible, but you have to put a condition, and you have to put the cities has to allow to change the zoning from one to other. But it's very hard to get, very hard to change the zoning. But their own government doesn't allow easily for the zoning because of the public. There are some kind of religious too much noise and disturbance to the community. Based on that one, you can try out. And the next question I have here, environmental question. Silvana, you already explained the environmental phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. But do I need to get an environmental report for the condominium resale unit? condominium resale unit for the, actually he talking about the commercial condo. The environmental report is important, guys. Environmental report means it's an environmental phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Environmental phase 1 is only like a credit report, like your own personal thing. You want to pull the report and see the how's the credit look like. Same thing. Environmental phase 1 means environmental reporting authority paying the money and pulling the particular location. That's called environmental phase 1. That report going to tell you, since they started that particular reporting agency, what is there for that area and what is there for the surrounding areas. That's called environmental phase 1. If the environmental phase 1 is clear, that's it. Environmental phase 2 means, if the environmental phase 1 saying, for example, you are putting 761 Markham Road, that report showing previously there was a gas station was there, or else in the 2 blocks down the road there was a gas stations, and there was something like that. In that case, the environmental phase 1 might recommend they need to do the phase 2 report. The phase 2 report means what they do the soil test as well as the underwater test. That's called environmental phase 2. They take the soil sample in a different area, soil sample, but they're going to tell us pH level and oil level and the pH level for that particular soil. Underwater, we're going to take the underwater, different level underwater, and see the pH level for the water. That's the one for the environmental phase 2. Phase 3 means if anything find and mistake, anything find for the environmental side, replacing the soil, called phase 3. Okay, the question is here, condominium unit. For example, look at one of the plaza in the Markham and Seal Junction. These all are condominium buildings, condominium units. Okay, each and every units are paying their own maintenance fees. In this case, that full complex is the one. If somebody owned the complex, when they transfer the complex from one person to other person, they may do the environmental. But each and every unit for the condominium commercial condominium, we don't need the environmental report. Answer. When you are buying or selling the commercial condos, the banks not require bank requirements. You don't need to give the environmental. You don't need to go for the environmental clauses on those kind of transaction. And the next one again, PREC Corporation. PREC Corporation, just last October, real estate agents, you guys, Ontario government gave the authority to register the PREC Corporation. PREC Corporation means Personal Real Estate Commission Corporations. That corporation started in October. You are getting the commission. Instead, you have the choice. Either you can get the commission in your personal name continuously, or else you can transfer. You can register the PREC Corporation and get the commission under the PREC Corporation. The question is here. I have a PREC Corporation. Can I have any other business under the PREC Corporation? When the PREC Corporation came out to the real estate agent, the government restriction, PREC Corporation, they have some restrictions to open the corporation. I'm getting experience from my office. Many agents, they're going to open the company in their own and bringing in. That doesn't qualify in the PREC Corporation requirements. But I did check with the RICO. RICO said, as a broker record, you don't need to know that part. They had to have responsibilities because we already in the guidelines already there. They had to follow. And what this means is when you open the PREC Corporation, the PREC Corporation only one director. I know one of the agent bring the PREC Corporation 3 times to our office with the different people are owning the corporation. We rejected them. He said money is involved. PREC Corporation, Personal Real Estate Corporation, restriction from the Ontario government. That corporation only one director. As a real estate agent, you are the only director. There is no other conditions is involved other than this PREC Corporation is only one director and not transferable to anybody else. You can't sell the corporation to anybody else. Only activities is a commission. What are the commission you make? That's the only income can come. That corporation has some exception. You can buy the houses or you can buy anything from that corporation. Investment you can do from that corporation. Just if you have money in the corporation, you want to trade stock, yes, you can do that one. That kind of passive income can come to the corporation. But at the same time, if you do the trucking business, or if you want to do any other landscaping business or any other IT business, just corporation, you cannot do it. And year end for the corporation, you can set up the year end for the corporation by your own convenience, less than 1 year time. If you open the everybody started to open the corporation from last October, and you can set up the year end either April, June, September, whatever you like. There is personal is December is a year end, corporation you can set it up. Okay, but again, this corporation you can use this corporation for investment purpose other than the real estate commission. Okay, and the next questions came here. Silvana, can you briefly explain about the assignments? Assignments I already did many times for the assignment, many times for the assignments. Maybe I can do it just whatever you guys asking, I can do it, but not next week. Not next, I have a different plan. Week after, maybe I will do assignments. Assignment we did many times. Assignment means the contract. If you already buying the pre-construction condos, before you close, the assignment started by the pre-construction condos. The reason, if somebody buy the condos, it doesn't close right away. It takes 5 years to close. The 5 years, the people lifestyle change. If somebody's lifestyle change, they are selling the contract from one person to another person. That's called assignment. We'll go on detail on the assignment. Silvana, can you explain the first-time buyers benefit? Just first-time buyers benefit is important when you do everyday sales. First-time buyers benefit. First-time buyers benefit come from federal side, provincial side, and the municipal side. First-time buyers having the federal side mean land transfer. Federal side, the government giving the first-time buyers. If you buy the house first time, you are getting the $5,000 rebate you can do when you file your tax return. That's the federal side. Provincial side, first-time buyers getting the land transfer tax. Provincial land transfer tax, you are getting $4,000, up to $4,000 provincial land transfer tax for the first-time buyers benefit. You don't have to pay. You can get the instant rebate. Same thing, the municipality. If you are living in the Toronto municipality of Toronto, if you are buying the property as a first-time buyer, you can get the rebate. Same. I think $4,200. Around $4,200 or $4,400. Guys, I didn't mark it today. As a rebate, that's a municipal rebate, and plus RRSP. Again, that's coming back the federal side, federal government. If you have an RRSP, if you are a first-time buyer, when you withdraw the RRSP, you can withdraw the RRSP and deferring the tax to 15 years. When you have a regular withdrawal of RRSP, you have to pay the tax on the time of the withdrawal. But if you are withdrawing the RRSP under the home buyers plan RRSP, the difference between the home buyers plan RRSP withdrawal and the regular withdrawal, each and every individual owners can withdraw $35,000. Husband and wife can withdraw $35,000, $70,000 if they already have an RRSP in the bank. Or else they buy the RRSP and leave it 90 days. After 91 days, they can withdraw the RRSP without paying the tax. That's been without reporting as an income for that particular year. That RRSP they can defer to 15 years after the second tax year. For example, if you withdraw RRSP in 2021, 2022 also you don't need to report. From 2023 and another 15 years you have to report the income divided by 15 as a 1/15 of the portion. That's one of the very good the program. Federal government is giving the program for the first-time buyers program, and these are the major one. RRSP one side and the federal government side. And you all know, we already heard about the CMSCH matching up the 5% program for the first-time buyers. If the first-time buyers buy the property around 500,000 range, and they are putting 5%, you can get the 5% money, interest-free money from the federal government through the CMSCH if you are qualifying. If you are buying the house with brand new house from the builder, they are encouraging the builders. If you are putting 5%, CMSCH going to put through the CMSCH, federal government adding up to 10%. That's mean your CMSCH premium and everything going to count by only considering as a 15% of down payment. The bank's going to count as a 15% down payment. That's what the program started a year ago. 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago they started. There are programs are available for the first time buyers program. Now the market is changing out. You can what you have to do, you guys, every real estate agent, you have to make an appointment, coffee meeting with the mortgage brokers. You had to visit once in a while the law office and ask them they have a time and discuss with them. And the home inspectors, take the home inspectors for a coffee, mortgage brokers for a coffee, and sit down with them and learn what is the new programs are there. So especially newcomers program. There are lots of newcomers programs available. I'm not familiar with those ones. You can talk to the mortgage brokers. You can talk to Kanna about those ones and try to get the information, guys. The knowledge is your power. If somebody come and ask you for the question about the newcomers, then you have to know what are the newcomers programs there. This is a good question you guys asked me today. Just refreshing your mind for the first time buyers benefits. Same thing, there are a lot of things are available. Don't stay home, come out, visit different areas and learn. I can tell you one experience. One agent took me to Friday Harbor. Friday Harbor is a project, it's in Innisfil. I starting to hear the Friday Harbor project in the 680 news every day right now. Traffic and weather together. The traffic time, the Friday Harbor is advertising. Friday Harbor is one of the project. It's a modern city they're creating in Innisfil. We get the email last 1 year. I was getting the email, but I didn't get the chance to go. One of the salesperson said he been there and he was very excited. And I've been there for the Friday Harbor. There's a new kind of community they're developing. But the reason I picked the Friday Harbor, guys, not only that one, there's something in the Fort Perry area also they have it. There are new products are there. Don't stay home. But that's what I'm saying. Go out. Get the emails and find different product knowledge. The product knowledge going to give you guys. Product knowledge going to give you some success. And that's all questions I have today right now. I have other 10 minutes time, 10-15 minutes time. If anybody have a question, text me, or else any topics you want to learn, just come out and ask me. I can explain to you guys. If anybody want to know anything. Any mortgage changes we have to inform them this site now?
Not recently.
Not recently, yeah. If anybody have any question, please come out and ask me. If not, I can tell you one point I learned from Mark Weissleader's seminar that day. I can pull that one and share with you guys those information. That was a great information. While I am pulling the time, you guys prepare any questions you want to ask me. Okay. Okay. The interesting part that, as I said, every seminars, if you guys go and follow, you may learn one new things, guys. That's always our Andrew Simon always say that one. I don't miss a seminar, Selva. I go there and sit there. If I don't learn anything, I feel like I am better than this presenter. I can do the presentation. If I learn something, I go happy with learning it. I learned that day from Mark Weissleader seminar. Maybe you guys might know, but for some reason that's the only day I clicked that one. That's called. It's a licensing. For example, what happened that one? For example, the seller selling the property. After seller property, buyer already bought the property. Seller asking, I want to stay 1 more month. Seller asking, can you rent back 1 month? I want to stay in the property for 1 month. This one is a very good one. We always know the 1 month seller want to live there. That Mark Weissleader that day put the slide. I can put the slide in the Homeplay WhatsApp group today. What? You already put that one. That slide saying the seller shall be responsible for all. Sorry. Okay, the buyer agrees to grant the seller a temporary license to occupy the property for 2 months after closing. Guys, listen the word carefully. Kannan said he already shared this one. The buyer agrees. They are putting in the purchase sale agreement. Purchase sale agreement is an agreement. We don't put the rent under the purchase sale agreement because rent coming under the landlord and tenant, different category of lawsuit. But here he is keeping it. The buyer agrees to grant the seller a temporary license. We did this last class too. I did this. Sorry, I did this last class too. The buyer agrees to grant the seller a temporary license to occupy the property for 2 months after closing on the following terms. The seller shall pay the license fees. He didn't use the word rent. That's mean there no rental here. License fees. The seller shall pay the license fees of X dollars per month from to the buyer. The seller shall be responsible all the maintenance and repairs and the utilities. The seller shall vacate on which and which date. The seller shall have no rights as a tenant under the Residential Tenancy Act. I don't know how I missed this one for all this time, guys. But anyway, sometimes we miss it, we learn. The licensing part, this clause is a very good clause. Because the bank, if the seller is renting out to the buyer for 1 or 2 months, that property become as a rental property. But if it has come to the licensing side, still owner occupying property, you're going to move in. Until you move in, seller is going to live there 1 or 2 months under the certain licensing fees. It's not tenant, it's not rent. This was a very similar to this one. You can learn every seminars whenever you guys go. Please go and watch those one. If there is there a question now? There's a question come here. How to justify the expenses on the credit card for corporate expenses purpose? Somebody sent me the message saying that how do you justify the expenses on the credit card for the corporate expenses? You have to have a separate corporate card. There's another question before that one.
Right, same person.
What is the best way to keep the expenses separate from the personal by getting the credit card for corporation? Just he asked me under the PRC corporation, how can he keep it separately? Just keep as a separate business. Whatever you did to your personal business, everything is completed. The book is going to be closed on the book. You're going to start up with the credit card, apply for the credit card under the corporate name, and follow the credit card only for the real estate expenses. In that case, that credit card expenses, you can every monthly basis, you can download the bank statement, and you can move the Excel for the different columns, gas, food, and whatever that you're doing it. That's the only way you can keep the expenses in the different one corporate credit card. You can download the bank statement and you can spread it out to the different expenses. That's the best way to keep it in case CRA come for the audit. That's all. There's no other questions, guys. Then I'm going to round it up right now. Prepare the questions, and if you want to do any special topics, please send me the email, questions and everything. We can see next Saturday morning at 9:30. Thank you. Any question here?
Next month, the Toronto Real Estate Board, Lisa Patel and Jason Mercer is going to do a market update for the entire.
Okay, Kanna is saying the Toronto Real Estate Board send an email to him and inform every agent. They're going to do the market update as a seminar or as a Zoom meeting. Yeah? As a Zoom meeting, they're going to do the Lisa Patel, the president, and the marketing people send the email. We will inform you guys, and we can share the link to you guys to watch that one. Thank you so much. That's it for today.